Hi everyone, happy spring. It's Amy from Stone Row Apothecary, and today I wanted to challenge you to rethink your facial routine. I wanted to spend a little bit of time today talking about what I do in my makeup-free, oil-based skincare routine. And I'm happy to be coming to you from my lovely backyard, blooming and popping full of color, and you can hear some birds going on in the background too, so hopefully it'll brighten your day a little bit. So I have not been wearing makeup really for the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 years probably. The whole reason that I started making natural products actually is because I wanted something for my son's eczema. He had really dry hands, and I began by making calendula oil, which is still one of my main products that I make and share with friends. Calendula oil is amazingly healing, and it was a beautiful way to start. So my facial routine started out by using calendula oil on my face, and now it's evolved a little bit. But first I want to talk about why you should rethink your facial routine a little bit. We've always been told that our faces should be squeaky clean, and all the marketing shows people lathering their faces up with these really soapy products, and the image of your skin just being so sparkling clean. But really what a lot of facial products do is that they strip your face of the bacteria that keep it healthy. And for years, I would buy a facial cleaning product thinking it would help me, and my skin would be really dry after I cleaned it, and then I'd put on some moisturizer, and the next day it would be super oily and heavy again. And then I would do it again. I'd wash it that night, it would be dry, I'd have to put on lotion, and in the morning it would be oily, and I couldn't quite figure out why. So it turns out that the ingredients in a lot of these facial products are really just stripping all of the good stuff off of your face. So I've switched to an oil-based routine, and now I hardly wash my face at all. So I don't wash my face at night ever, and unless I'm taking a shower, I've been out working or something, and then I wash my face usually once in the morning when I'm getting cleaned up, and I don't use a special soap when I clean my face. So I use the soap that we make, but one important thing about the soap that I use is that it does not contain sulfates. Sulfates are the things that give your soap all of the bubbles, but it turns out that those are also the things that strip those good oils from your face. So whatever soap I buy, I make sure that it doesn't have any sulfates in it. And then after I'm finished in the shower, I put some sort of oil-based product on my skin. My current favorite thing to use is actually the Stone Row Apothecary Everything Everywhere salve. And the Everything Everywhere salve is a calendula oil base, a grapeseed infused calendula infused grapeseed oil. And it also has shea butter, coconut oil, beeswax, and some lavender essential oil as well. Now, you would imagine that a lotion that has beeswax and shea butter and coconut oil in it would make your skin oily. And for the first few days, week, maybe even a few weeks as you're transitioning, it will make your skin seem pretty oily. But eventually your skin is going to get used to the amount of oil that it actually needs to produce. So what happens when you're washing your face vigorously with these sulfate-based products is that your skin is confused about how much moisture it needs to produce. This actually happens with your hair washing as well, depending on what your shampoo regime is. You can strip all those natural oils out of your hair, and then your hair ends up being so dry and brittle or heavy and oily, and sometimes both, just the way that I described my facial routine. So this is what I use usually in the morning, the Everything Everywhere salve, and I put a little bit on my fingertips and just massage it in. And for about 10 minutes, my face looks pretty oily. But after that, it absorbs beautifully, and I can move on with my day. And at night, I love to use a little bit of extra oil. So before I go to sleep, like I said, I do not wash my face. I put on some of our rose serum, which is again the calendula oil base, and it has rose absolute in it as well, and jojoba oil. So this you don't need very much of. You really only need a couple of drops, and I'll show you. I love the consistency of this serum. It's really smooth. You don't need much of it at all. And so I put this on, sorry, the camera. I put this on just at night. Oh gosh, it smells so good. I wish you had smell-o-vision. It's the rose oil that smells so good, and rose oil is really great for your skin. It's antimicrobial, antibacterial. It opens up your pores actually so that it can absorb all the goodness. And don't forget your neck too. And then I just let that absorb all overnight, and I wake up in the morning and I start my routine over again. So in all honesty, I am a mom and I have two young kids, and sometimes I don't get as much sleep as I would like. So truthfully, I have a little bit of concealer that occasionally I will put underneath my eyes if I feel like I'm looking a little bit extra sleepy, but I don't use foundation. I have chosen not to use eyeliner, mascara, and it's better in the summer when I'm tan. I feel like sometimes in the middle of winter, about February, I think, gosh, I really wish I were using some concealer and some base to even things out. But my skin has never been happier than it is. I'm really prone to breakouts here up along my hairline and sometimes along my jawline. And truthfully, I do think that it's a combination of a few things, some herbal teas that I have started to drink on the regular, and my new skincare routine. But I would really highly encourage you to go to your cabinet, check out the things that you have in your cabinet for your face, and think a little bit about what you're putting on your face, and consider changing to an oil-based routine. Again, like I said, the transition might be a little bit tricky. You might need a couple of weeks for your face to really readjust and figure out what it needs. But I'm happy to answer any questions you want to leave in the comments and talk a little bit more about this routine at some point if you want. If you're interested in picking up some of the Stone Row Apothecary products, just a reminder, we will be at the Baltimore Herb Festival on May 25th, and that's in Lincoln Park, and it's spelled, if you're not from Balmer, it's spelled L-E-A-K-I-N, Leakin, but it's pronounced Lincoln. Lincoln Park on May 25th. So yeah, drop some questions or concerns or your routine in the comments. I'd love to hear from you, and rethink your routine. Happy spring, everybody.